we're stirring up the mix. JD's tall, got opinions for days. He'll tell you what he thinks in 1,000 ways. Mr. Tim, the old man in the crew, knows a little about everything, it's true. From history to dad jokes and bad advice, he's seen it all and he's paid the price. QLC is kicking down the door. QLC is kicking down the door. Say it loud, say it raw. We came in loud and we want more.
Welcome back, everybody, to the QLC podcast. Questions and life choices, questionable life choices. We are making them all right here, and you get to witness the mayhem. And the mayhem starts this week because our beloved co-host, Andrew, he's abandoned us.
He has. He's gone.
Almost to Canada, right?
Yeah, he's practically in Canada.
So,
with growing distance.
growing distance? Oh,
Growing.
you're within throwing distance of Canada?
I'm kidding. I'm
Like
kidding.
your arm or my arm?
Your arm, maybe.
Okay, so before we get any further, let me just implore you, because last week was the first week I remembered, follow, like, subscribe, drop a comment, whether it's glowing reviews of our amazing commentary or rugged good looks with the
Phenomenal.
t-shirt and suit coat, or
Drop
Or-
the mic.
if you're just throwing the mic down, or if you're going to make fun of JD for dropping the mic, or whatever.
Comment, JD, drop the mic. Do it.
We want to hear from you, okay? So, without going any further there, I want to start because summer is slow for sports, but we do have baseball, which I have some thoughts on baseball, but that's not for this week. But Andrew, you've got sports thoughts. What you got this week?
Okay, the NBA draft was what, 2 weeks ago?
Honestly, I have no idea.
I didn't watch it.
Okay. Well, the top 4 picks of the draft, they all are some pretty great talent, but which one do you think is the most likely to be an NBA bust?
Okay, hang on. Who you got? What are they? Top 4 picks.
AJ Diabatsier or whatever it is, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, and Caleb Wilson.
Okay. So
The number one.
Cam
number one
Boozer is one of the only ones that I even know about. So who are the other guys? What's the
What did you say you knew about?
Cam Boozer is the
Cam
only
Boozer.
one that I really know about. So what's the deal with the other guys?
AJ, whatever his last name is, he went to BYU and he led the NCAA in scoring this past season. He's a 6'9" wing. Darren Peterson is a guard. He played for Kansas. He was injured a lot this season, but he showed a lot of scoring talent. And then you know about Cam Boozer. And then Caleb Wilson went to UNC and was phenomenal, just dunking everything.
Oh yeah. Caleb.
I know Caleb.
I did not catch Caleb Wilson. So all right. So is that the order they went in? 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah. AJ went to the Wizards at 1. Peterson went to the Jazz at 2. Then Cam to the Grizzlies, and Caleb Wilson to the Chicago Bulls. Another UNC talent going to the Chicago Bulls.
All right, so that's the top 4 that you gave us in this year's NBA draft, where they went. What's your question about them?
Which one is the most likely to be an NBA bust? They're saying that these guys all could have been number 1 picks, so I want to see what your opinion is on which one is the most likely to be a bust or has the lowest floor.
The lowest floor. Well, obviously, for me, as a diehard UNC fan, you got the hat on, okay?
Yeah.
I've got to say that it's got to be the guy from Duke, Cam Boozer. At least that's my prayer, that God will let him be a bust.
Oh, yeah.
One of the greatest disappointments of my basketball viewing career if you can make a career out of watching basketball, is that Grant Hill, who was a great player for Duke, that pains me to say that, did not have an absolute bust of a career in the NBA.
Yeah.
He was actually pretty good. And that hurts to say, but I mean, that's the reality.
I actually, whenever I heard about Grant Hill, I liked Grant Hill. Then my dad told me he went to Duke, and I was like, oh, never mind.
See, that's the thing right there. Grant Hill was a talented basketball player. He was tall. He's like 6'8". He could jump. He could handle the ball. And he was a classy dude. And saying all of these things hurts me. Homeboy went on The Tonight Show, I think when Jay Leno was still doing it, and played the piano on national TV. Genuinely talented guy. From all accounts, he's just a good dude. And that hurts. I'm sorry. So, who do you think? Do you have an opinion on this?
Well, I know Caleb Wilson because he went to UNC. The other 4 names.
The other 3 names.
Good. 3 names, whatever. These ones right over here.
Math. Yeah.
It's not been a good day for math, dude.
Math is hard.
They made fun of me so much at work for this. I'm just going to pick one of those. What was the first one you said?
The guy with the weird last name.
The weird last name guy. I don't know. Hadn't heard those names before. I didn't follow it closely this year.
Okay. So, what do you think?
I think it's Cam Boozer because, like, he's decently athletic, but I don't think he's such a freak athlete that he's going to have this stellar NBA career. I think he's a solid all-around basketball player, but he doesn't strike me as next superstar level or even, like, maybe, like, mediocre starter. But AJ, my dad said that he thinks it could be AJ weird last name because he just, like, it's BYU. Like,
That's true. The last great player BYU had was Jimmer Fredette. Was that it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You got me with that name. I don't know that
Okay.
one either. But those with the other 3, I got it that time.
All right. Well, I think weird last name is how you pronounce AJ's last name. So, we're good on that one. All right. Let's move on. Unless you have more to add. Do you?
No, I don't think I have any more to add.
I'm with you though on hoping that Boozer is the next in a long line of busts from the University of Duke.
I feel like that's kind of mean to say. That dude put in work to become a good D1 athlete
It's true.
and go high in the draft.
But then you
And
chose
just
Duke.
because of where he chose, what if his family is a diehard Duke family and going to UNC would have been the crime? What,
Then
you
there's
don't
something
know.
wrong.
Okay, but that's him. He's still putting in that work. You still got to respect the work.
I mean, Zion's kind of a bust. Everybody thought he was the next LeBron James.
I mean, I wouldn't declare him a bust yet, but he's
kind of bust-ish.
Jason Tatum hasn't been a bust. He's won an NBA championship, so. And then Cooper Flag certainly not been a bust.
Yeah, well, we can go back to last week's interview with Mr. Jared Martin and say, Robert Horry won a bunch of championships too. Does that mean he's not exactly the one carrying the team?
Yeah.
Although he does have one of the best nicknames in all of ball, Big Shot Bob. Okay, so next topic, and this one once again with a musical topic this week.
Yes.
You're up, JD.
Greatest punk rock band of all time, potentially greatest band of all time. Relient K.
That is spicy. And the reason that
It
is
is.
spicy is because most of the people that are going to watch this
They have no idea.
don't even know who that
They don't
is,
know.
or they have a passing knowledge of, oh, I've heard that name before.
Because of Sadie Hawkins' dance.
I
It used to be on the
don't-
radio. It was
I
on
don't
the
know
radio when I was still alive. When I was
think
here and kicking.
I think most of the people in my generation that hear the words Relient K, they think of a car.
Oh yeah, but that's because it's named after a car. The band is named after the car.
It's true, but okay. So they're the greatest punk rock band, possibly greatest band of all time. You made the assertion. Huh? What was that, Andrew?
Define punk rock.
Okay, punk rock bands are bands that fall into the same genre as Switchfoot, Yellow Card, Blink 122,
182.
182. I'm good with numbers.
Math.
That
So,
style of music.
Okay, you made the assertion. Now give me the argument. Why are they the best? How many awards have they won?
Okay.
Oh. I got him on one question. I got him on one question.
They haven't won a ton of awards because they're not very well known. But just stylistically and the way they perform the music and the way that they have the best harmonies in punk rock I've ever heard. They have some of the best guitar riffs I've ever heard in punk rock. They have honestly, they have my favorite song of all time.
Say that again, Andrew.
How much punk rock do you listen to?
Don't ask. It's probably too much. A little too much.
So you assert that because of the quality of their music, not necessarily because of how recognized they are.
Yes.
Are you sticking with the punk rock aspect of the argument?
I might get into greatest of all time later. But I'm gonna conquer the small hill first.
Okay, Andrew, you got a counterpoint to that?
I don't know if I can because I don't know like names of bands that well. I know some just art like soloists and stuff like that, but I don't know many bands outside of like Christian and
Well, you've heard Switchfoot, and
Yeah.
I assume you've heard All the Small Things by Blink 182.
I'm not sure about that one. I probably would recognize it if I've heard it. But does Switchfoot sing Company Car?
Yes.
Then they're already better than Relient K.
You can't. There's a company car isn't better than almost any Relient K song. I put it over.
Whoa, hang on. You're getting way too wound up. You gave an opinion. He gave an opinion. It's okay. Now, we'll handle the greatest of all time in a second when you make that argument. I would simply say, wouldn't the fact that, let's move past the awards thing, but wouldn't the fact that, they haven't won very many awards because nobody really knows about them, wouldn't the fact that nobody really knows about them mean that they can't be the greatest of all time?
See, I think not necessarily. And here's why. Because you can still be really, really good and never catch a big break that gets you publicity.
Okay. What about Sam Bowie? Isn't he the greatest basketball player of all time? I mean, way more people have heard of Michael Jordan, but Sam Bowie was drafted ahead of Michael Jordan. So isn't he better? Not as many people have heard of him, but that's just because Michael Jordan caught a lucky break.
No, that's not. Michael Jordan was a better player. They were playing in the same arenas.
No, they weren't.
They were both playing in the NBA.
Okay, we're not going to talk about the fact that Andrew's backdrop has totally changed right now.
Don't mind that. I may or may not have had to plug my phone in.
Lovely.
Yeah, and while we're at it, I'm just going to apologize to everybody right now for Andrew's sound quality. He's a little far away from our microphones, so we're operating off of his phone.
Yeah, quite a bit of distance.
We couldn't pick him up from here.
Just like a
Okay.
country away.
So
We'll invest in some better mics for next week.
the greatest of all time debate has to come down to some talent and some lucky breaks. Just because people haven't heard of them, you can't say, man, if you guys would just listen to Relient K as much as I would, you would love them just as much as I do, and you would think they are the greatest of all time. It's not a solid argument.
I won't say you have to listen to him just as much as I do. I say just give him a chance. Look, if you listen to, I don't know, pick one, Must Have Done Something Right, and then you listen to another song in the same genre, I don't know, Song by Switchfoot, I'm gonna pick Relient K. It's a better quality
Yes,
sound.
you are. I agree, you are.
Wait,
I just don't think the evidence is there to say even greatest punk rock band of all time. So
Are you saying that takes all smaller bands out of the debate?
all smaller bands, all bands that haven't had as much exposure, haven't had as much success, haven't been on the Billboard chart. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. So,
It's like saying that Sam Bowie's the best player of all time. Well, how many NBA championships has he won? None. How many MVPs has he won? None. You know, you're saying, "Oh, the awards don't matter. He has such a quality player. Did you ever watch him play?"
okay. But that's like saying if you have if I play someone from in basketball from a high school that has way more publicity than our high school, and everybody in town knows this player, but they don't know me, and I'm better than that player. Nobody knows me, but they know him. Can I still be a better player?
Yes, you can be a better player, but you won't ever be the greatest of all time because nobody will see you.
and how many?
Right,
Let's all
right
be
Andrew?
honest. Yep. Let's all be honest. How many punk rock bands have been on billboards?
No, I
Okay.
meant the Billboard charts, the
Yeah,
top
yeah.
100.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Well, I can answer that question. So, Andrew, go ahead. Give me your counterpoint to that. Why is Relient K? Who do you think? Okay, let's just go into the greatest band of all time. Forget punk rock. Who do you think is better?
I don't think I have enough information to be able to answer that. I'm
You don't have a greatest band?
Huh? No, not really, honestly. Because
You don't-
anyone that I would say would probably. I mean, I don't honestly listen to that many bands.
Okay, so like Metallica, what, you don't listen to like any bands? No?
Really only I think Skillet.
Okay, well, Skillet's a solid band.
Skillet is a solid band, but I wouldn't put them into greatest of all time.
And
Because
why not?
I know that's not true. I know that there are better bands out there. I just haven't listened to all their music.
Hey, well, that's respectable.
Okay, punk rock bands that have been on the Billboard chart. Let's see. Okay, so we've got Green Day, Blink-182, have had albums that ranked really high. Paramore, The Offspring, The Ramones.
Actually, I haven't heard of Paramore. What is that?
So, yeah, there's
Is
a few.
Relient K on that?
Relient K is not on there.
No.
No.
They're a more obscure band.
So if they can't be put in the greatest punk rock band of all time argument, they cannot be in the greatest band of all time argument.
Wait a minute. I'm going to say something. It's going to really annoy
this is getting
you.
worse and worse as we go.
Okay, go ahead, say your thing.
But LeBron can be in the GOAT debate without being in the top Laker debate.
Man, there are people that do that, so I guess I'll give you that one. But
Yeah, well,
my point about that has always been, if LeBron's not even top 5 Laker of all time, he can't be top 5 all time.
But people still do it.
yeah,
But
but
people,
that's not that they're right.
yeah, people are dumb.
That's entirely fair.
There's a saying, and I want you all to walk. We're going to end this debate with this saying. Ready? A person can be smart, but people are dumb. When you get people in a group, they're going to be dumb. Yeah?
It's entirely fair. That's what the mob is, I guess.
Yeah, the mob rule. Okay. So here's where I want to go. The last night and the night before, the U.S. has gotten back into their spat with Iran.
Oof.
So I guess the memorandum of understanding, the MOU as people have been calling it, has been chucked out the window. Trump said the ceasefire's over, right?
Yeah.
And so Iran has been firing missiles, flying drones at ships that were going through the Strait of Hormuz, and they're attacking ships, they're attacking us, and so Trump, 2 nights ago, he hit them, and last night he hit them. We're recording this on Thursday.
Okay. Who is actually in charge of Iran right now? We took out all of their leaders. Who's telling people to do this?
No idea. No idea.
That's an excellent point. But here's the thing. There's some military leaders that are trying to negotiate and have control. There's some political leaders that are trying to negotiate and have control. They're both trying to get their way. One group, and I don't remember which one it is at the moment. One group is more amenable to coming to America and making peace terms and doing some things. But the other group, and I think it's the military group, that is more like, no, not doing it.
Wouldn't the military, the Ayatollah or whatever it is?
Ayatollah? No.
Yeah.
That's not military. So they said that they're letting the Iranian leaders right now, they said they're letting about half of the traffic through the Strait of Hormuz as they were before the war started, right? So they're bragging about, hey, this all isn't necessary. We are letting traffic go through the Strait of Hormuz. So why are you firing missiles at some of them?
Makes
because
total
they don't align
sense
with their views. The people that they're firing missiles at don't align with their views.
Really? Because I thought they were just like boats and oil tankers.
Okay. What you got to understand about Iran is Iran's leader are all Muslims. The Muslim religion demands the death of all non-Muslims.
Infidels.
If you are a peaceful Muslim, it's because you're a bad Muslim. So there can only be peace once all the non-Muslims are dead. But we already know from past experience that even Muslims will kill other Muslims because they don't like each other. Yeah. So Muslims is a continuous death cult.
Sunnis and Shiites, both Muslim, they don't like each other.
There will never be peace so long as there is a Muslim religion.
But they say Islam is a religion of peace.
But it's not. It can't
It's
be.
not.
It can't be.
Okay. Andrew, what do you say?
I just think that it's going to be really hard to get peace in Iran because there will always be a struggle for control. There's a power vacuum right now of, I can take this, I can do this, but who really is in charge? Like JD said, who is firing these missiles? Is it the people that are trying to negotiate peace or not?
Well, I think it's the military side of it.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't make sense. What are you accomplishing for your argument or for your side by firing missiles and drones through the Strait of Hormuz?
They're trying to outlast Trump. They're trying to see if Trump will just give them a bargain, and Trump won't.
But he was. The memorandum of understanding leading up to the ceasefire and more negotiations had already given, you know how many conservatives, myself included, were really upset about all the concessions that were made in that thing? It was a terrible deal. Now, you got to get to the end of this somehow, so I got that. But, man, they were getting stuff.
Do you think that
We need
the
to
war in
bomb 'em
Iran,
off the face
this
of
is
the
a whole
planet.
nother issue, but do you think the war in Iran will mess up the midterms for Republicans?
Oh, absolutely. It's gonna wreck things.
Do you think
It,
we'll lose the Senate and the
it has
House?
to. Say again?
Do you think we'll lose the Senate and the House?
Because of the way that the map shakes out for the Senate, I really don't think we lose the Senate. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But the House is a very different thing. We're going to keep more seats than we were going to because of the redistricting efforts. But
Yeah.
it doesn't look good because, the Democrats are going to cheat. And
Yeah.
the Republicans are going to roll over because the Republicans are just Democrat light.
Which gives me an idea. The ballot harvesting in California, we need to make a trip to all the Democrat states in the United States. Ballot harvesting.
Yeah, we'll all go and volunteer to harvest ballots in California.
We can shift their election.
Okay,
We don't even live here.
I gotta tell you, I saw the greatest shirt, and I'm thinking about buying it for myself. It says, "My body hurts, and I hate the government."
This feels fairly accurate.
I feel like I need this shirt. And so I'm going to wrap this Iran debate up with a post that I saw from the Babylon Bee because it was good. As you know, this past week, America, our men's national soccer team, lost
Oh, we lost in the
in the round of
quarterfinals.
16. No, not the quarterfinals. Round of 16. Quarterfinals is round of 8.
My bad.
So they lost in the round of 16, and as the Babylon Bee says, we can finally go back and stop pretending that we care about soccer.
Yay! I've been pretending for so long.
I don't
Look.
care about soccer. I just like it when the U.S. beats other countries.
Exactly.
Bingo.
I just want us to win. Like, that's the only reason I care about what goes on in the Olympics. There's a few events that I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And then there's
Like cross-country skiing with a gun on your back. That one's a cool event.
That's Winter Olympics. And the curling, that's also Winter Olympics. Another one of the dumbest ones. But
Canadians
yeah,
are
that's,
cheaters in curling.
that's all we got. So
And I don't enjoy ice skating either.
so much of that, like gymnastics in the Summer Olympics and ice dancing. What is that called? Figure skating.
Figure skating.
It's just some foreign judges giving points out willy-nilly. And I prefer sports where me as a player, I put points on the board.
Oh yeah.
That's why I think basketball is a much better sport than gymnastics.
And
Floor
soccer.
routine.
Put points on the board either.
And soccer, because there's so few points on the board. Okay, Andrew, toss it to you. You got any closing thoughts before we get out of here today?
Are we? You said a Bible verse to close us off.
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay. Soccer's dumb.
Soccer is dumb. I agree. I will go ahead and lose us some followers right here with one of my favorite, I'll call it half joking takes. It's a spicy one. And that is, I've always said, soccer is not a sport. It's a game for small children.
Until they can grow up and play a sport.
Because any sport, any quote unquote sport, that the highest level of professionals, like a national team,
NBA.
where the game can
NFL.
end in a 0-0 tie, like pool play for soccer, that is not a sport. That's an exercise in terminal boredom.
I feel like I would be the first person to die of terminal boredom. I feel like I could do it.
Acute terminal boredom. Okay. So our biblical thought for the day comes from 1 Timothy 6:12. Because of the society we live in, because of everything that's going on in the world around us, we need this. As followers of Christ, it says, fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, because that's what you're called to. So the Apostle Paul, writing to Timothy, is telling him, look, there's so much more important than what's going on around you. There's so much that you need to do that has nothing to do with what people are choosing in your society. Fight the good fight of faith. There is what is right according to the scripture, according to God's law and God's will for your life, and then there's everything else. We can get along with people who don't necessarily agree with us. But what we have to fight for is the faith. What we have to contend for is right and wrong is wrong. We should do what's right and avoid what's wrong. And that includes helping other people to know right from wrong. That means you got to call them out on their crap. They have to know they're doing wrong. Otherwise, they'll never stop. So, fight the good fight of faith. So for our final thought, as usual, JD, what you got?
Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. All right, Andrew, thanks for chiming in, bud. I can't wait till you get back.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good night, everybody.
Wearing jeans this time.